Yeah, there's nothing stopping you other than the fact that you guys are just into destroying each other. No, now it's going to get quiet. I see all that sneaky shit you do. Ladies, if you could just support the WNBA the way you support a fat chick that's proud of her body and is no longer a threat to you, you know, that league would be doing better numbers than the NBA. Oh my God. That's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. Oh my God, you're a goddess. You're gorgeous. You look great in that bikini. I would kill myself if I looked like that. Keep eating. Keep eating. Lose a toe, you fat bitch. It's just... You saw an alcoholic where you'd be like, oh my God, look at you. You're face down, passed out. Your kids are crying. You're a hero. You're a god. Keep doing what you're doing. You'd be like, dude, you need to get your fucking shit together. Get off the sauce. I will say, that's one of the most genius things I've ever seen. How regular-looking women somehow mind-fucked advertising to get beautiful women off of billboards. Yeah, just regular fucking who-gives-a-shit-looking women, right? I'm just being honest. Come on, we're outside. We're in the woods. We can be honest. Just regular, who-gives-a-fuck, can't remember a name, looking women, right? Well, looking at these goddesses, and they had the fucking beat there. How am I supposed to compete with that? You can't! How fucking arrogant are you? I don't see Brad Pitt when he takes his shirt off in a movie, and oh, great, how am I supposed to compete with that? I can't. I am an ugly, bald, orange man. I need to write jokes. I gotta put a lampshade on my head. I know what my role is, okay? I should be on the ground gazing up at people better looking than me. I don't know, ladies. This is supposed to be like an inspirational talk. I don't know if it's coming through this way. I'm trying to say, you really like... If you get through all the misdirected anger of my childhood, I'm trying to say, you're smarter than we are, and there's more of you. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to be, I don't know, trying to be a better person during all of this shit, you know? I am. Do you know I got this new thing, man. I try to help out homeless people. You know? I used to, you know, sometimes I help them out, sometimes I don't. You know, it's like the mood you're in, how much they freak you out, you know? So, this is what I do. This is how you know, you got to do something because, I don't know, people at the top don't seem to be doing anything. I try to bring all my old clothes down to the tent cities to give it to them. All right? It's a good thing to do, but I got to tell you something. You got to do it during the day. All right? You want to do it during the day. When they're tired from Thunderdome the night before, they're coming down from whatever they're on, realizing there's a nail in their shoulder. You want to get them when they're tired. You don't go at night. No one's going to see you again. You're going to end up on a fucking spit. I mean, you're under an overpass. You never know what can happen, okay? I'm just warning you, because they don't make homeless people the way they made them when I was a kid. You know? When I was a kid, a homeless guy was a bum, he was a vagrant, somebody down on his luck or whatever, you know, a wino. They didn't have this Shutter Island shit going on that they had out there, like people talking to trees. You're like right here having like Eggs Benedict. He's like looking through a porthole over your cabbage. Yeah. When I was a kid, you could only be crazy outside for about 15 minutes before a van would pull up and two guys in nurses' outfits would just come walking out. Hey, buddy, how's it going? You're making a lot of racket out here, aren't you? Why don't you do me a favor? Try this shirt on. You're like, okay. How come the sleeves are so long? Oh, because we're going to tie your arms behind your back because you're out of your fucking mind. That's it. I'm not going to have you out here scaring the shit out of people. Get in the fucking van. And you got in the van, and that was it. They send you to a nut house. That's it. Boom, bam, done. Nut house. But the problem was the people at the nut houses started fucking the patients because everybody knows crazy people are great in bed, right? So they're banging away, right? Hey, it happened. You're groaning history, all right? You can shake your heads all you want, all right? But hey, they fuck those people, all right? And they were banging away, doctors with their fucking lab coats flapping in the wind, just banging away until finally, for decades, finally somebody with a heart came walking in like, hey, what the fuck is going on? And then they shut it down, and then they just let all these people go. They all came running out like Mike Myers jumping up on station wagons and shit. So that's the thing. You go during the day. And I gotta tell you, when I pull up to one of these 10 cities, I always feel good about myself. It's good, man, helping out a fellow American. I would want them to do that for me. It's fucking ridiculous people have to live like that. That's what I think when I'm in the car. And then the second I get out and that smell hits me, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Jesus Christ, these people are animals, right? I would equate it to the same feeling you probably get if you were on a safari and you're in the Land Rover and you look over and you see like a leopard. You're like, ah, look at that leopard over there, right? Then all of a sudden you go over a bump and you fall out of the fucking Range Rover. You're like, oh, fuck, that's a leopard. Yeah, so I pull up and I'm feeling like, fucking Uncle Sam. And then I get out of the car. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I doing? I start walking like this. There's always like some sort of movement going on. Somebody fucking limping across the street or something. And I've never been able to get close enough to talk really to anybody. Like they do on the news. Like, Jesus, you've been sitting in here, for a couple of months. What is it like to be inside of this tent? I always wondered how many people they had to choke out before they could get that fucking interview. Just coming in, blow darts, numbing up everybody else, building a perimeter. So what I do is I get about 30 yards away, and then I start walking like this, and I chicken out. I always chicken out. 30 yards away, I just like to go, free shirts! I run back to the car. And that's when your brain starts playing tricks on you. Like I'm convinced somebody just came running out of the tent with like a 2x4, running after me. So what I always do is I always do a lap around my car before I get in it, Because homeless people have horrible lateral movement. From all those years of sleeping on the sidewalk, their hips are just junk, like an NFL running back. They gotta slow down like a cruise ship, like go right up and over the horizon. So in that time, you go around your car, you get your car, you drive away. You drive away. Your closet's a little more empty. You can go out, you can fill it back up again with shit you don't fucking need. That's what you do. What's that, sir? America, yeah, America. Don't think. Just do what you want to do. Take your dick out. I'll tell you, that's what George Washington was talking about. They really need to shut down the internet. They have to shut it. We are clearly too stupid to all be sharing ideas in this giant towny bar that we've created. You guys are all cheering. You're all on the internet just like me. I was on the internet for 6 hours last night. Trying to figure out what kills a beaver, Does a beaver have a natural predator? So, yeah, a lot in my life has changed since I last came through here to Atlanta. I got married. That's a big thing. Yes, I did. Very happy about that. I'm very happy with that because it was starting to get weird. It's like 45 years old. Oh, my girlfriend. Yeah, we're gonna go out and get some pop. Going to parties. It was just weird because I hang out with people my age. And they all got married, they all had kids, and I just couldn't contribute when people were standing around talking about marriages and kids, I felt like a little kid. They're sitting there going like, oh, the superintendent of the mayoral candidate of the bi-coastal bipartisan with the Middle Eastern crisis. It's an advanced learning program. The deadline's May 11th. You have to stop the bullying with the superintendent of the mayoral candidate. And a conversation would come around to me. I felt like I was like 8 years old. I'd just be like, did anybody see the YouTube video where the raccoon stole the cat's food and the cat was scratching him and the raccoon didn't care? He just came in like this, like George Foreman, and then he reached out, he had hands. All of a sudden he had hands. I didn't know they had hands. He scooped it up and he ran away on paws. Do you guys know they had hands? Yeah. So now I'm married, so the next move is you're supposed to have a kid, which I would love to do, but I'm 46 years old. I'm just thinking it's too fucking late, Come on, man, I'm gonna have a kid, I'm gonna die of natural causes when the kid's in 5th grade, right? throwing him a frisbee. We used to use these in the 70s. Do a face plant. My kid's standing there. Mom, Dad's sleeping again. Yeah, I feel hopelessly behind. All my friends have kids. Most of my friends who have kids are cool. But I got a couple of those who think now that they have a kid, like that I don't understand anything anymore. You know those people? Most basic shit. Hey, man, it's kind of cold out today. Oh, dude, you don't understand. You don't understand cold. So you got a 2-year-old with a mitten up his ass, and you're trying to get chocolate up the other one's face. Like, all right, I get it. You have a more complex life, but I still understand being cold. Teeth chattering. Kind of lets me know, right? Mine just turned 6. Mine just turned 7. I just feel hopelessly behind. You know? So what I'm actually thinking of doing, I'm thinking about adopting. You know? Yeah. Absolutely. Recycle. You know? Yeah, think globally, act locally. Everything doesn't have to be brand new. You know? It's like when you redo your kitchen. You got custom up top, you got IKEA down the bottom. Right? I'd love to adopt. It's a great thing to do. But if I do it, I'm not telling any of my friends. I'm just going to show up with the kid one day. Just to piss him off, right? Mine just turned 6. Mine just turned 7. I'd love to just show up with an 8-year-old like dominoes. Yeah. Now I get to tell you what you don't understand. 7-year-old, where did it turn to 8? 8 is such a funny age. Terrible, too. Try the instant 8 when just bam, they're just there like all their issues. Dude, I should do it though. I should adopt. I think it's a great thing to do. And I already know what I want to get. I do. I want to get like an 07, 08. Always garage. Good dentition. You know what I would love to do? I'd love to rescue some kid that works in a sweatshop. Wouldn't that be amazing? Like find the kid that made this shirt. You show up at the factory like, hey, huh? Hey, bring it in. Bring it in, you maniac. How you doing? You're going back to the States. L-shaped couch, flat screen TV. Get in the car. The rest of you keep going. But you, coming home with me. Yeah. Dude, how easy would that kid be to raise? Right? After the hell he's been through, all I gotta do is let him sit down. I am immediately the greatest human being this kid has ever met. Just bring him on. Yeah, man, have a seat. He'd be like, I get to sit down. Yeah, lay down on the couch. He'd be like, it's like a cloud. It's like a cloud. And I'll get him a bowl of Fritos, put on cricket or soccer, one of those sweatshop sports. I don't know. Kid would love me. So that's my first draft pick. All right? Coming out of the gate with that. In the second round, I'd probably get like an 05 boy soldier. You know? Yeah, sure up the offensive line. You got to protect the blind side. Yeah, that's how fucked up the world is. There's little boys out there fighting in wars. So that's a twofer. I can drag him out of that hell, give him something of what's left of his childhood, and, God forbid, if the dollar ever collapses, right? Shit goes south, zombies take over, I got backup. You know? Everybody thinks I'm going to be the problem. Meanwhile, I got this sawed-off Chuck Norris standing next to me, 170 kills. Confirmed fucking kills. They're not stories. They make a flamethrower of like a vacuum cleaner and a toaster. You can't coach that, right? I gotta be honest with you though. I feel like I'd have to go easier on the discipline with the boy soldier, you know? I might be nuts, but I feel like I could come down on the sweatshop kid, all right? I said, get in there and clean up your goddamn room. I'm getting sick of this shit. Goes for you too if you want. But you! You've been out of line all day, mister. Don't even start that shit. Don't even start that shit. You say that every time. Yes, you do. Every fucking time you say that. You know the answer. Now, you want me to say it again? Fine, I'll break it down to you, okay? You know what? You know why it is? You know why? You want to know why? Because you sew. All right? Yeah. Yeah, dude. You sew. Dude, he's fucking killed people. You understand that? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to make his bed, too. No, he doesn't. Because he doesn't sleep in the bed. He's out in the bushes all night talking to himself. Freaking me the fuck out. All right? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. He scares me, too. He scares me, too. Don't even start that shit. You wanted a big brother, and I got you one. Don't even start that shit. All right? All right, you're right, okay? Stop crying, okay? Shouldn't have yelled at you.
Okay, I just thought I could fucking, bring him in, give him a couple of Pop-Tarts. I figured he'd chill out. Fucking sitting there looking through his eyebrows, doing that Full Metal Jacket shit, Nah, you can't give him back. It doesn't work that way. Oh, hey, there he is! There he is! What's up, buddy? What's going on? Yeah, we were just talking about you, just doing like a little surprise thing. You feeling all right? You feeling all right? You're not looking through those eyebrows, huh? Everything okay? All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. How are you? How's it going? All right. You guys standing up? Sit down. Sit down. See if I'm funny. I've been inside for a year and a half, just like you. All right. It's nice to be out here in Denver, man. It's legal on a state level, but not on a federal level, man. Everybody out here dressing like they're fucking going hiking. Your North Face pajamas and all the shit you guys have. You guys all live inside. So, how have you guys been doing, man? How's your pandemic been? You enjoyed it? You been staying inside? Are you being safe? I am so fed up with believing. I ain't being safe. I don't fucking believe in it. It's all a bunch of lies. We're just totally divided. The people that are like, you gotta get vaccinated, you have to wrap yourself in an Afghan, and you gotta cover your face and hold your breath when you look at pictures of people. And then you got the other side. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna have my balls out, walking down the street, because that's what Jesus said in John 13. I read it in my Bible study class. I don't give a fuck. And if I get it, I'm going to the hospital and be like, all right, fix me. You were right. Everybody, all hypocritical. All the liberals, you gotta wear the mask, wear the mask. And half of them, when they talk, they're pulling it down. They got it up under their fucking nose. Then the other assholes, they were all patriotic for years. America, love it or leave it. Support the truth. I can get the fuck out. America, love it or leave it. All right, take the vaccine. Well, I don't trust the government. Where the fuck did that come from? I thought you were all about it. I thought you were waving the flag and all of that shit. Listen, here's the deal. We're never going to solve this shit until we all get on the same page, which we know is never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So, we got to set up some Hunger Games shit to solve it. And whoever wins, wins. It's the non-vaxxers versus the vaxxers. So there's a giant field. And all the people who don't want to get the vaccine. All the fatties and the fucking lunatics, right? You gotta fucking run the length of the field and try to make it to the other side while there's a helicopter flying over you and they're shooting the vaccine down at you. Right? Now I know what you're thinking. Well, that ain't fair, man. I'm running in my shit kickers. You're up there in a helicopter. You got a gun. Well, here's how we eat. It's a liberal with a gun. Right? They're not good at that. Oh my God, is it alive? Is it going to hit me? I don't feel safe. And by then, you're already halfway there. One of the straps of your overalls is off. And if you make it to the other side, in the end, just like dodgeball, we'll see. We'll just score it. Who won? It's an idea. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I've kind of quit. I got to be honest with you. For the first, year of this shit, I was an American, and I was rooting for everybody. And then, I don't know, they let us outside for a couple of weeks, and then they sent us back in. And I just didn't have it in me anymore. It's like, I don't care. I just don't give a shit. I hope a lot more people die. I really do. But the one good thing about this whole pandemic shit, and I really hope by the time this fucking thing comes out, that this will be considered old. I don't know. God willing. But the one great thing about this pandemic shit is it kind of slowed down a little bit of that cancel culture. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's kind of hard to take your dick out at work when you're at home. Some people still manage to do it. They were in some call, no pants on. All of a sudden standing up, their junk right in the screen. Still figured out a way to get fired.
It was unreal. It's kind of good, though, that, you know, those creeps got to take a break, because I felt like cancel culture, they were kind of running out of people to cancel, you know? As much as they wanted to make it seem, there really was a finite amount of people that took their dick out at work, despite the stats, right? Every 1.6 seconds, somebody takes their dick out and shakes it in a woman's face in a cubicle. You're like, huh? Every 1.6 seconds? I must not have been paying attention. Every 3.2 seconds, some man jizzes on a bird and rubs it in a woman's face. Holy shit! I didn't know that happened, right? Yeah, so fortunately, they rounded up all of these fucking animals and they got rid of them, right? But it kind of became like this cottage industry, and it was a way to kind of get rid of some men that maybe were in your way, you know? It's like anything. It always, like, you know, the initial thing, you agree with it, and then it kind of gets out of control. So, I don't know. They kind of ran out of people, and there was this kind of hilarious moment, like last year, where they started to try and cancel, like, dead people. Remember that? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, like, John Wayne was trending. I'm like, what, they got some found footage? You got a new movie coming out that maybe they shelved? And all of a sudden, it was all these stupid-ass woke white people, right? Oh, my God, did you see what John Wayne said in Playboy in 1971? This is a bunch of fucking white people, all up in arms, about a dead white guy. I can no longer tolerate this. I can no longer tolerate dead for 45 years, John Wayne, saying things in a magazine that doesn't exist anymore. I am here for black people. It's fucking idiots. What kind of a fucking idiot white person refers to themselves as woke? You know, if you actually were socially conscious, you'd realize that white people stole that word from black people. Once again, doing the Elvis thing, right? But you know what? I blame black people for that. One of them fucked up. They were at a party, there was white people there, and they let it slip out. The douchebaggery in my relationship. I'm not turning out the pilot light, though. All right? I'm keeping some fight in me. I'm not going to be that henpeck guy. Just standing there like, I guess we're making holiday cookies. You know that dude with the bowed shoulders? She makes them, and then I'm supposed to sprinkle the sugar on them. I don't even think they taste that good, but you know. No, I stand my ground sometimes. Sometimes I let it go. You just got to figure it out, you know? Like, we had a fight the other night. She got so mad at me. She was like, you know, you can just sleep downstairs. You can just sleep downstairs. I couldn't believe it. It's one of the most arrogant things I've ever heard in my life. Can you believe that? One adult telling another adult where they can sleep? You can just sleep downstairs. Like I was just going to sit up in bed and grab a blanket like Linus. All right. Hey, where downstairs, by the way? Like over here downstairs? Or like more over here? Where should I sleep? Like, are you out of your mind? I go, I'm not sleeping downstairs. She's like, where are you going to sleep then? I'm like, where I always sleep. I will fucking sleep on your side of the bed if I want to. What are you going to do? I'm bigger than you. I'll hang on to the covers. Try to get me out. No tickling. Good. Yeah. I was like, you don't tell me where to sleep. I sleep where I want to sleep. She's like, well, you don't tell me where to sleep. I'm like, I'm not the one telling people where to sleep. It was one of those classic relationship fights. It's like 2 a.m, you're both half naked. She's not wearing a bra. You got half a ball hanging out. Like, and another thing. No, I need to say this. The other day, I felt slighted. Yeah, it's fucking unreal. But what kills me is that there's actually guys out there that will actually listen to that shit. Yeah, you talk to them. They'll be, hey, how's it been going? Oh, you know, been rough last couple of nights downstairs on the couch. You know how that is, right? No, I don't. I don't understand. Yeah, how did you get yourself into that situation? Like, what are you afraid of? What is she gonna do if you say no? What is she gonna fucking choke slam you onto the kitchen table? Look, I understand if you're dating some woman and she does that UFC, MMA shit, then you gotta sleep what she says to sleep. You got to. She's gonna come at you, well, let's get you in an armbar. All right, tapping out. Or even worse, she chokes you out. You wake up on the couch like 11 minutes later like,
Just grab your jacket off the back of the couch. I fucking hate when she does this. It's like it's not even fair. Have a debate like a normal person. All right? I'm going to talk somebody down from a ledge here. Someone who's actually been sleeping on the couch, okay? So there's the first fear. Out the window. Okay? She can't physically dominate you, so that's gone. What's the next fear? She's going to cut off the sex. Yeah, rub one out. Neutralize. It's the most empty threat there is. Do it right in front of her. Join me! Yeah. I've never understood that threat. That's like somebody putting a chain around your refrigerator, but you got a sandwich in your pocket, right? A never-ending sandwich. Like some biblical shit, like Jesus with the fucking bread or whatever, right? So now, what's the last thing she can do? What can she do now? Be moody? You can't handle that? You know, walk by the TV without looking at you? Only make her sell something yummy out in the kitchen? Who gives a fuck? Dude, my wife does that. I just sit there. I just start commentating. Oh, here she comes again, walking by the TV. She really must be mad. She's never body slammed me once, ever. I'm not saying to be a dick, all right? I'm just saying you got to keep them honest. Every once in a while, you got to have a little pushback. Hey. The rest of the shit, I'm learning that about women. You just kind of you want to keep them calm. Keep them calm, like a rescue dog, right? Just, everything's cool. Everything's cool. Just, yeah. This is great. I'm having a great time, you know? Oh, no, your friends are awesome. Very interesting party. I am talking to people. I'm talking to people. I am having a good time here. That's what you do. You just do that enough. Then when you bark back, you got a little something. Like, here's an olive branch I've extended to. Is basically, we fight a lot over television. So, I don't know. I've kind of come her way. She's come my way. She watches a little bit of sports. I occasionally will watch like a romantic comedy, which, I don't care. The nerd's gonna fuck the cheerleader. I'll watch it, right? I don't mind them. It's an uplifting story. I just don't like the love scenes in romantic comedies. They creep me out. They're just so fucking nice. It's like missionary style. There's candles. That stupid saxophone music. It always goes down. Like the saxophone implies the penetration, right? Because they can't show it. They got to make her this one-dimensional, this little angel. They ignore the other 90% of her sexuality. No hair pulling, no ass slapping, none of that shit. None of that taboo stuff of a woman's sexuality that's never brought up. That whole hold me down, but let me up, but hold me down. Choke me, but let me breathe, but kind of scare the shit out of me a little bit. I want to feel your power, but I want to be safe, but let me know if you really want it to. That whole 50 Shades of Rape, whatever the hell that is. Yeah. I don't even pretend to understand it. I remember the first time a woman wanted to get me to like choke her a little bit. I didn't even know what she was doing. I was just so psyched to be getting laid. I was just, and she just kept taking my hand and she kept putting it like right here. And then I didn't know what she was doing. I thought she was like testing my core strength or some shit. I was just like. And finally, I'm just like, what are you doing? She's just like, I don't know, just kind of like, like squeeze a little bit. Yeah, kind of like squeeze it. Why don't you want to do it? It'll be fun. Why don't I want to do it? I don't think I want a passed out naked woman with my fingerprints all around her neck. Having the cops show up. Yeah, she's in here, officer. Damn this thing. It was her idea. I swear to God, it was her idea. Yeah, they always make it nice in those movies. Like the raciest thing they'll do is maybe every once in a while they kiss up against a wall. I guess women like walls. I didn't know that. There's a lot of up against the wall kissing. Oh my God, it's the wall. Oh my God. It's supporting me. Maybe he'll support me. It's a metaphor. I love it. Right? Yeah. I saw one the other night. They were doing that, and then out of nowhere, they started having sex up against the wall. And I'm like, finally, something a little bit more interesting, right? But they were doing it standing up facing each other, missionary style. Arguably, one of the most difficult positions there is. What's going on? Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here in the greater Atlanta, Georgia area. This oasis. It's nice to be here. I don't know why I came here in June, but it's nice to be here. Wasn't thinking. Fucking ridiculously hot out there. Just miserable. Horrible. That kind of heat, you understand the racism down here, It's like I get it. How would you get along with anybody? Look at him, just over there, drinking a cool drink. Lemonade was made for the white man. So, the hell have I been doing with my life? Trying to get in shape, man. I hate going to the gym, so I decided I'd go veggie twice a week. It's brutal. I can only make it till about 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, that's what I realized about myself. You know that? Something has to die every day in order for me to live. Something's got to get its beak chopped off, its feathers yanked, uppercut to its jaw, just in order for me to survive. I'm trying. Couscous and all that shit. It's awful. I saw this thing, though, that they said if everybody went vegan. If everybody went vegan, though, it would be vegetarian, whatever the hell they said. One of those V ones, right? And they said it would be great for the environment. You know, because I guess there's all this cattle standing around, and when they fart, the gas goes up in the atmosphere and causes something. Right? They're always doing that shit. You know, if everybody went vegan, the air would be... If everybody drove an electric car, if everybody just had some snowshoes on... Right? They just won't come out and say it. Nobody has the balls to come out and say it and just say, look, 85% of you have to go. That's it. That is it. I have been bitching about the population problem for 3 specials in a row. Waiting for some politician to have the balls to bring it up, but they won't do it. They won't do it. We live in a democracy. Right? Can't be honest in a democracy. You need the votes. You can't run with that as your platform. Coming out there, and if elected, I would implement a program to immediately eliminate at least 85% of you. This planet cannot sustain the sheer numbers. Let me finish. This will not be arbitrary. Under your seats is a multiple choice questionnaire. If you did not bring a pencil, you're already out. Can't do that. You gotta be nice. You gotta be fucking nice, especially this day and age, man. Everybody getting in trouble. All these goddamn groups out there, bitch moaning and complaining. Anytime anybody says anything, hey, we're part of a group. You gotta apologize. I'm sorry to people who own Sharpies. I didn't mean to say that it's an ugly ass dog. Nah, right? You know what? Fuck you and your group. What about that? What do you got, like 2 million people in your group? There's 400 million in this country. Nobody gives a shit. Right? Who the fuck joins a group? I'm gonna join a group. That's what I'm gonna do today. Go to meetings. Kind of a fucking loser. Right? That's the same way I look at people laugh who got upset about, you know, Michael Sam, the gay football player, kissing his boyfriend when he got drafted. Everybody bitch moaning and complaining. It's like, dude, you know what? That's what you get for watching the draft. All right? You know, once again, what kind of a fucking loser just sits there watching round after round? The Jets are up next. I think they need a cornerback. They need to improve the defensive line. Dude, that's like going to a graduation ceremony where you don't know anybody who's graduating. It's just fucking sitting there. They're gonna have the whole list the next day. They'll have everybody who drafted, who, when. Fucking gotta sit there and watch that shit. Those stupid interviews. Hey, you're a member of the Buffalo Bills. How does it feel?
Well, you know, it's a blessing. I want to thank God. That's why I do my best. It's a great organization. And same shit the last 80 guys said. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad he kissed him. He should have fucking blown him. With birthday cake in his mouth and a Santa Claus hat on his head. Just to ruin the entire year. Holding a flag. That fucks up Flag Day. You'll keep thinking about it. Yeah. Fucking stupid ass groups. People apologizing to them like they have some sort of power. Look, if you're being a dick, apologize. But other than that, yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah. Everybody getting in trouble. Like a bunch of children. I was doing a gig in Dallas and some waitress wrote on a piece of chalkboard. She goes, we like our beer the way we like our violence, domestic. All right? Yeah, I gotta tell you something. That's a great fucking joke. There is zero fat on that. You need every word of that joke. You take one word out, it doesn't work. Perfect joke. So whatever, nobody gives a shit. One person comes in, they don't like it. They ask the manager to take it down. He's just like, hey, you know, that's our sense of humor here. You know, have a beer, go fuck yourself. That's what we're doing. So she takes a picture of it, she puts it up on Facebook, and all of a sudden people start complaining, and they fired the manager and the waitress because of that. Yeah, like I don't understand. Like, what do they think's gonna happen if somebody reads that joke? Like you're some guy who would never hit a woman, you know? Would never hit a woman. You can't hit women. You can't. You honestly cannot. You ever see how they fall? They fall like toddlers, you know? It's like they never fell in their life. They never put their hands out. It's horrific to watch. You can't hit them, right? So what are you telling me? You're telling me someone who never hit a woman is going to come walking in, read that joke, you know, just be like, wait a minute. This is the dumbest shit. Dude, they have all kinds of signs out there telling people not to hit women. People still do it. What do you think wife beaters are doing when they drive home? They're like so focused on hitting their wife, they got blinders on, they're not reading anything.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to take your dick out at work when you're at home. You know? Some people still manage to do it. They're ordering some call, no pants on. All of a sudden standing up, their junk right in the screen. Still figured out a way to get fired. It was unreal. It's kind of good, though, that, you know, those creeps got to take a break, because I felt like cancel culture, they were kind of running out of people to cancel, you know? As much as they wanted to make it seem, there really was a finite amount of people that took their dick out at work. Despite the stats, right? Every 1.6 seconds, somebody takes their dick out and shakes it in a woman's face in a cubicle. You're like, huh? Every 1.6 seconds? I must not have been paying attention. Every 3.2 seconds, some man jizzes on a bird and rubs it in a woman's face. Holy shit! I didn't know that happened. Right? Yeah, so fortunately, they rounded up all of these fucking animals and they got rid of them, right? But it kind of became like this cottage industry, and it was a way to kind of get rid of some men that maybe were in your way, you know? It's like anything. It always, like, you know, the initial thing, you agree with it, and then it kind of gets out of control. So, I don't know. They kind of ran out of people, and there was this kind of hilarious moment, like last year, where they started to try and cancel, like, dead people. Remember that? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, like, John Wayne was trending. I'm like, what, they got some found footage? You got a new movie coming out that maybe they shelved? And all of a sudden, it was all these stupid-ass woke white people, right? Oh, my God, did you see what John Wayne said in Playboy in 1971? This is a bunch of fucking white people, all up in arms, about a dead white guy. I can no longer tolerate this. I can no longer tolerate dead for 45 years, John Wayne, saying things in a magazine that doesn't exist anymore. I am here for black people. It's fucking idiots. What kind of a fucking idiot white person refers to themselves as woke? You know, if you actually were socially conscious, you'd realize that white people stole that word from black people. Once again, doing the Elvis thing, right? But you know what? I blame black people for that. One of them fucked up. They were at a party, there was white people there, and they let it slip out. Stay woke, however the fuck you say it, and some white person heard it like, oh, who is that? Oh my God. Stay woke? I want to say that. I gotta say that around my white friends so they know that I'm down. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking say that. Fucking woke. I'm fucking woke. I'm a woke signaler. I fucking had it. I've had it. I support black people in my white apartment on Twitter. That's what I do. I'm fucking here for you. Every white person likes to lie to themselves that they were alive, you know, 150 years ago, that they would have been working on the Underground Railroad, trying to help slaves escape, right? I would have been one of the good white people.
I would have taken time out of my day, risked my life. And the reality is you'd be doing back then exactly what you're doing today. Nothing. Not a fucking thing. Maybe a little hashtag, Black Lives Matter. Oh my God, my heart breaks on my L-shaped couch. My favorite thing about the Black Lives Matter marches was the store windows that would have the plywood over the windows, and then it would say Black Lives Matter on top of the plywood. I just love the duality of that message, you know? It's like, Black Lives Matter, we're all the same, we're all one. Don't burn down my store, you fucking animals. Everybody is welcome in this store. Anyone can come in, one at a time. Follow him. It's just a safe space for everyone. Yeah. John Wayne was born in 1907. That's what the fuck he's gonna sound like. Then you got all these douchebags going like, that's not an excuse. It's like, yes it is. It absolutely is. You are of your time. Look at these young kids. Remember that for like a year and a half? They'd take a water bottle. They're all standing around, and one kid would flip it, and if it landed upright, they'd lose. Oh! 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 Oh shit! They just lose their fucking minds. Oh! I didn't understand it, but I'm born in 1968, so I'm just like, all right, well, no one tried to slap it out of the way, you know? You do it enough times, it's gonna fucking land upright. What is happening here, right? I didn't want to ruin their good time, you know? They were excited, they're gonna get on their scooters and ride off. Like a little posse or some shit. I'm like, all right, you can do that. Yeah. So that was like a thing for like half a second. Sean Connery died, the great Sean Connery. Yeah, my favorite James Bond of all time. Yeah, and he was getting a proper send-off for about 8 minutes on Twitter, and then the first hairy-legged white chick shows up, right? And she's just got to be like, yeah, yeah. Are we really going to celebrate this man who advocated the hitting of women? It's like, first of all, he didn't advocate hitting women, okay? He just said, you know, every once in a while, you give him a little slap. Yeah, give him a little back of the hand. Remind them who's making the box office. You reset their hard drive. That's all he said, okay? Yes, it's a crazy statement in 2021. 1976, you know, it's not good, but it's not crazy. Right? And he's born in 1930. You gotta put the shit in historical perspective. You ever watch, I love old movies. You ever watch movies from the 30s, 40s, and 50s? Yeah. Anytime a woman even has heightened emotion, there's some guy like, get a hold of yourself, Diddy. Yeah, go make me a pie, put it on the windowsill. Right? That's what he grew up watching. I grew up in the 70s. I thought being a truck driver was a cool thing. You know, you had a monkey for a friend. You're going around, chicks showing their titties. I thought that was the world. I had no idea. That's what I was watching. My thing is okay, so if you're going to cancel all of these fucking dead guys, and you're going to shit all over them after they're dead and they can't defend themselves, why are you only going after men? You know, what about all the horrible women in history? You can't just go after the men. That would be sexist. And this is what they don't want. You know? I mean, what about Coco Chanel? Great example. Coco Chanel, widely considered a feminist icon. She started her own purse factory, right? In the 19-teens or 20s, whatever the hell she did. I can't imagine the sexism that she had to deal with, you know? An amazing accomplishment. Hats off to her, right? However, she was also a Nazi sympathizer. Yeah, that's like half her fucking Wikipedia page. Just sitting there, waiting for someone to read it. Right out in the open, nothing. Ah, he's a good dog, he had a moment. Jesus Christ, well, Jesus Christ, you shouldn't have put your goddamn face down there near the fucking dog there, right? Yeah. So that's all it was. It was like, it was weird. We were like the Brady Bunch meets Lord of the Flies. Like on paper, it was great. It was a station wagon full of fucking, you know, Norman Rockwell. We went to church. We got Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, that was about the fucking, yeah. So, I don't know. So anyway, we all ended up, yeah, my dad was one of these people, like, he said whatever the fuck was on his mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know like that haircut women get when they get to a certain age? They got a couple of kids, they just get it cut a little shorter because they don't want to deal with it. They put that little Hillary Clinton flip in it or something, right? They get it all shaved up the fucking back. First time you bend them over, you feel like you're fucking your friend Eric, right? You know? But you love your wife, so you lie and you tell him, oh, looks good. Looks great. I always wanted to fuck Geraldine Ferraro. I know, it's amazing. My dad didn't care. I remember we picked my mother up. She got in the car. He just goes, oh, Christ, it looks like shit. Jesus Christ, what the fuck did they do to you? Ah, for Christ's sake, you look like a fucking man. My mom's just sitting there like, and we're in the back seat like, all right, this is what a functional relationship looks like. Woo! Yeah. So, because of all that, we all ended up getting like physical ailments from being in the fight or flight mode our whole lives. Everything. Gym teachers were scary, collecting on your paper. Everybody was scary, fucking everything. Dude, I remember one time my dad told a priest he didn't deserve to wear the collar. I don't know how it happened. They were discussing the altar boy schedule. And I don't know, he wanted to put me on a different mask, and my dad started getting his leg on. I'll tell you, you don't wear the fucking collar. The guy's jaw was on the ground. And then the best part, next week we go to mass. They haven't spoken in a week, and my dad just comes walking like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Like nothing happened. Yeah, so anyway, we all end up getting these physical ailments. Like one of my siblings has stomach problems. Another one has just this pain that won't go away in his back. I remember I had like alopecia in like the third grade. Third grade, I literally had like clumps of hair falling out like I was working on Wall Street, you know? Then I was just sitting there like, did I pick up all the toys? Did I do the dishes? He's gonna find something. He always finds something. Fuck. What do I do? I gotta kill him. I should kill him. That's what I should do. When he's sleeping at night, I'll take an extension cord, I'll wrap it around, put my fucking foot on his back. Billy seems to lack the focus in class that he needs. He's not working up to his ability, right? Yeah, so anyway, so I took these fucking mushrooms, right? And I realized that I have been carrying that shit around and being like, all right, well, that's why I drank the way I did. That's why I've trashed women the way I did. All the fucking shit, I knew every fucking thing I did, good and bad, in that moment. It's like, all right, so now I got to get sober, and I got to fucking work my way through this shit because, you know, my wife's, you know, I don't know if you guys noticed, I have a bit of a temper. No, not you, Bill, yeah. So here's the thing, but I didn't think, you know, I'm so fucked up and grew up such a fucked up time that I didn't even think I had a temper. Because I was like, well, I don't fucking yell at people in my house. Like, I don't like curse my wife out. I mean, we get into it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I get into it with her, but I don't like go like, oh, Jesus Christ, you fucking bitch. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't yell at my kids. But what I do is I still do is I flip out. So, like I said, I didn't think that this was a problem. My wife told me it was a problem, but I don't listen to her. You know? Why would I listen to her? All she does is criticize. You know? I got nothing but bad reviews on the fucking husband Yelp. It's just all, you know, didn't enjoy the experience. Thumbs down, half a star, never get a fucking attaboy, right? So it just becomes white noise after a while. Like, oh, what, am I doing something wrong again? Oh, yeah, you again. Okay, great. Great. What did I do? What did I do this time, huh? What do I have to work on? Go ahead, fucking let me know, right? So I don't listen to my lovely wife like an idiot that I am. So one day I learned a harsh lesson, okay? It was a breakfast time, right? For some reason, I had like 20 minutes to myself, which is really rare when you got 2 kids, 4 and under, right? So I'm thinking like, holy shit, I can actually make myself a breakfast. Like the old days. I'll make myself 2 eggs over easy. I'll make some toast. I'll make some bacon. Fucking burn it up the way I like it. It's gonna be the shit, right? So I'm having a great time, make myself a little Grand Slam breakfast. I sit down to eat. I got the OJ. I got the glass of water. It looks like a picture from a commercial. And right as I sit down to eat, my phone lights up, and I get a text message from my buddy. He goes, hey, man, I thought you were coming on this Zoom meeting. It started 5 minutes ago. We need you on this. And I just absolutely lost it. I was like, Jesus Christ. Of course I have a meeting. Of course I have my meeting. Because why couldn't I just have one goddamn cocksucking motherfucking motor to myself? Fucking toast flying all over the place, flipping the fuck out. And then all of a sudden, my daughter, who was like 2.5 at the time, comes running into the kitchen with big tears in her eyes, just going like, hi, sorry.
I'm sorry, Dada, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, shit. So I literally just swatted down. I was like, no, buddy, no, come here. I wasn't yelling at you. Daddy wasn't yelling at you. I would never yell at you. I love you, buddy. Daddy was yelling at the phone, okay? Dad yells at the phone when it says stuff that he doesn't like, okay? Your dad has issues. Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. I would never yell at you. And I could literally feel her tears like drying in my shirt. I was like, buddy, come on. I would never do that, okay? I love you. You still love me? She's like, yeah, yes. And I go, okay, all right, buddy. And then I did that thing. You know, you do that thing with a kid where you turn him around and then you like push him in the direction you want him to go in. And I just had to sit there like I just did that to a 2.5-year-old. And she was like walking away and I'm just sitting there like thinking like, how bad was that? Is she just gonna go play with the toy and forget about it? Or is she no longer gonna be an astronaut? Like, what did I just do? I thought I was better than my dad. I'm making the same mistakes that he's making. I fucking hate myself. I didn't do the meeting. I didn't eat the breakfast. I just went upstairs. Just wanted to be alone, right? Just want to be fucking alone, you know? But I got a wife, so it doesn't work that way, you know? Especially when you fuck up as bad as I did and as loudly as I did. I knew she was coming down the hall. I knew I was going to have to watch some game film. She was bringing the projector. The screen was going to come down. And I'm literally just laying in there like, please, God, just let her give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes to fucking calm down. No, she just comes right in. And she's just like, stop. You want to discuss that little incident that happened downstairs in the kitchen? And I'm like, no, honey, can you just give me a second? My heart is still on the floor down there. Just give me a second. I know I fucked up. You know, she doesn't give a shit at that point. And she's right. It's her kid, too. So she just wants it. I'll tell you right now. If you need to do this, fucking ass, all this shit. And, I mean, she was right. She was 100% right, but I wasn't ready to hear the information. So she just sort of zoned out. And that's my kid, too, and you're going to fucking do it. No, I learned a long time ago. Like, I think it's... Whatever you're into, you're into. But I don't know. I'm not into that religious stuff where, and this is why I actually walked away from my religion. I had to be honest with myself. One, I didn't like going to church every week, you know. I just didn't. Part of it was I'm lazy. I don't like getting up on Sundays. And the other part was I already heard all the stories, okay? Heard it 3-4 times. The dude hasn't come back yet. You know, we're just sort of mulching over the same shit here. I got it. Right? And then the other aspect was, you know, I actually, I had to be honest with myself. I felt my religion made sense and everybody else's sounded stupid. I did. Look, I'm not talking about the basis of every religion. The basis of every religion makes sense. You know, the 10 Commandments, right? Don't kill anybody. Don't touch my wife. That's my bike, right? That all makes sense. Of which I think I've broken just about every commandment except for the 5th one. That's it. I haven't killed anybody yet. All right? But the murderous thoughts that I have sometimes, I think I could do it. Like when someone gets on a plane and they kick off their loafers and they're wearing those gold-toed like dress socks. And they cross their feet at the ankles and they just start rubbing their feet together. Like I see the whole thing. See the whole thing. Wrapping that sock. All right? See the whole thing. So we'll see. Still early on, right? But just the stories of how we got here and where we're going and what happens after we die. Everybody else's religion sounded stupid, you know? Like I live out in Los Angeles. There's a bunch of Scientologists out there. And the first time I heard the story of Scientology, I was like, that is the dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life. Yeah. Like, your guy's name is Ron. Ron. And he wasn't alive thousands of years ago, so you can hide a lot of it in the mystery. This guy was alive like 45, 50 years ago. He had a driver's license, social security number. There's like footage of him stubbing his toe. Motherfucker, right? I don't know what happened. He was working at Denny's. He got sick of it. He's like, oh, I'll start a religion. Hey, everybody, there's a spaceship coming back. Everybody's getting sneakers. This is Tom Cruise. We're going to try to make you clear. Right? Now, look, I'm paraphrasing. To be fair to the Scientologists, I am paraphrasing. But that's essentially what they believe in. And I said that is the dumbest shit I ever heard, while simultaneously still kind of believing that a woman who never got fucked had a baby that walked on water, died, and came back 3 days later. So, yeah. That made total sense to me. So it just hit me one day. I was just like, well, why does that make sense and that shit doesn't, you know? They got a spaceship in theirs, you know? Right? We had the space shuttle, you know, there's sneakers. There's a lot of shit I can relate to in this. Why does that sound so dumb to me? I don't know. You know what it is? I think it's because I heard their story when I was an adult. I heard my story when I was like 4 years old, right? When I heard my story, there was still some fat fuck coming down the chimney giving me Christmas toys. If I lost a tooth, there was a fairy. There was an Easter bunny. Why wouldn't there be some bearded baby moonwalking across the lake? Throwing out bottomless buckets of shrimp or whatever he did. Of course that made sense. But what happened was, as I got older, all of that stuff started to fall, right? Like, son, there's no fat fuck. It's your mother and I. Your mom's the tooth fairy. Rabbits don't have eggs. Her tits are fake. The NBA's fixed. Bankers are cunts. Most of your dreams won't come true. Right? And I was just like, wow, this is how the world is. And meanwhile, this shit was just floating, this 800-pound gorilla of this fucking story. And I just had to make a decision. What am I going to do? What am I going to do with this? Am I going to cling to it, be that person, you know? That's very offensive to me and other Christians and become that douche, right? I mean, be like the casual Christian, right? With like, you know, some 1 foot on base and just, I kind of go a couple times a year and like, if my parents come to town, I act like I go all the time. Just let go of the shit, you know? Just let go. Just let go of it like that creepy moment in curling, you know? You know that moment where the shooter, whatever you call him, is just sliding with that rock, right? Just, let me do this right, just slide. And you think he's along for the ride, the two of them, they're a team, and all of a sudden out of nowhere he just goes fucking... That rock just keeps going, and this dude just stops. That's what I did with my religion. I just let go of it. I didn't read a riot act to anybody. I just let go of it. And on the third day, he rose again in fulfillment of the... I just floated away. So now it's like I'm in this weird place where I'm not in any religion right now. Unrestricted free agent, you know? I'd like to believe in something, so I've been going around asking people what this shit is, and I haven't been able to find anything. I'm trying to be open-minded. I was doing a gig in Helsinki, and over there, they're like Lutheran. And what they believe when you die, you're dead. And that's it. Dead. Like a pigeon, just laying there. Over. Blew my mind. I'm like, really? You're just dead like this? You don't... Like my religion was, you know, you die and then you go up to get judged, right? God pops in the DVD of your life. Like, I don't know about this right here. Mind explaining yourself? This might be the most arrogant thing I say all night, but I actually resent the fact that I'm going to get judged someday. Like, if that's true, that somebody's going to judge me, that doesn't even make any sense. It's like, dude, you made me, so this is your fuck up, all right? Let's not try to turn this around on me, you know? Jesus Christ. You give me freedom of choice, you make whores, you have me suck at math, and you don't think this thing's going to go off the rails?
I've been in a country where all of a sudden the most powerful army the world has ever seen comes in and takes it over in a couple hours. She must have been terrified, right? And she's a woman. You know, she's into fashion. They show up with those Hugo Boss uniforms. You know, her knees buckle a little bit. Things start getting ugly. People are getting shot in the street. She's freaking out. You know. And she's a woman. And women know, push comes to shove, when you get your back against the wall, no matter how bad it gets, they always have the option of fucking their way out of a situation. They always got that card they can play, right? All women know this. All women know this. Men don't realize this till they go to prison. But women learn this early on. She had the option, and she took it. I can't get mad at her for that, you know? So she's dead and gone. I think she's up there in heaven. I think she made it. She's up there with Sean Connery. Every once in a while they have a disagreement. He gives a little slap, you know. She doesn't care. Once you shit on a Nazi's chest, I mean, a little backhand's not going to freak you out. Jesus can't say anything. He got a hooker, right? Everybody's got a little something they did. Yeah, there you go. So, still buy your Coco Chanel. She's still a hero. She was a victim. She was a victim of that time. She was frightened. She was scared. She didn't know what to do. Anyway. So, we're living in a fucking weird time. Obviously, beyond all the bullshit that's going on now, like, every time I think feminism has kind of like died off, you know? You know, like a band you can't stand, and you just, they haven't put out an album in a few years. You're like, oh, good. Did they quit? Did they break up? And all of a sudden they come out with some more shit. You're like, ah, oh, fuck, what is it now? I'm just fucking with you. Feminism doesn't bug me, you know? It doesn't bother me. I'm not afraid of it or anything like that. You know, for the simple fact that I know it's going to fail, you know? And I take comfort in that. I do. I'm not rooting for it because I know it doesn't like me. Yeah. Do you know why I think it's not going to survive? Why it's not going to be successful anyways? Because they still need men's help to make it happen. I don't understand it. I don't understand why women just can't work with each other and make this shit happen. They keep coming to us like, you more men need to care about this issue. Where are the men to stand up and say something? Like, why do I have to fucking say something? This is your fucking problem. Why are you always dragging us into this shit? I saw a woman a couple months back, professional soccer player, right? She goes on to ESPN or one of these sports channels, and she starts bitching, going like, I don't understand. How come female athletes don't make as much as male professional athletes? Right? And all of these men had to sit there and act like they didn't know what the answer was. They had to sit there like dumbfounded, like, oh, I don't know. Why is that? That is a conundrum. I have no idea. Literally, I'm sitting at home screaming at the TV because you don't sell any fucking tickets. Nobody is going to women's soccer games. You're playing in a 20,000 seat arena. 1,500 people show up. That's not a good night. The promoter lost his fucking ass on that gig. I'm not saying no professional female athletes, Serena Williams, the women in the UFC, you know, but nobody's watching your fucking sport. And then you're going to come and you're going to get mad at fucking men. They keep doing that shit. Why are you yelling at us? It's not our fucking job. It's not my fucking job to give a fuck about women's soccer, okay? I have men's sport to pay attention to. It's your bullshit, right? Dude, look at the WNBA. Dude, nobody in the WNBA got COVID. Nobody. They have been playing in front of 300 to 400 people a night for a quarter of a century. Not to mention, it's a male-subsidized league. We gave you a fucking league. None of you showed up. Where are all the feminists? That place should be packed with feminists. Faces painted, wearing jerseys, flashing their titties. Going fucking nuts like the guys do in the upper deck with their big beer titties. Am I on the Jumbotron? Am I doing it? Yeah. None of you went to the fucking games. None of you. You failed them. Not me. Not men. Women failed the WNBA. Ladies, name your top 5 all-time WNBA players of all time. Come on. Let's hear it. Name 5 WNBA teams. Name the WNBA team in your fucking city. You can't do it. You don't give a fuck about them. They play night in and night out in front of nobody. It's a fucking tragedy. Right? And then meanwhile, you look at the Kardashians. They're making billions. You know those Real Housewife shows? They're making money hand over fist because that's what women are watching. And the money listens. You don't want to watch this shit? You watch this shit? They just shoot it over there, drowning these whores in money. In purses, in shoes, and Botox. It's just raining. It's raining money. Yeah, so the money listens. You'd rather watch that shit. Real Housewives, bunch of women just tearing each other down. Well, maybe that's why your husband left you. Maybe that's why your husband left. That's why you can't have kids, bitch. That's why your ass is as flat as your titties, bitch, right? That's the message you sent. We would rather watch that than see a bunch of women come together as a team and try to achieve a common goal. We would rather watch them absolutely fucking destroy each other. Yeah. No. And then in the end, you come back and you fucking yell at guys. And it's like, all right, so let me get this straight. I have to buy you a drink, stop the axe murderer from coming through the fucking window, and I have to watch WNBA games for you? Like, when are you going to pick up your end of the couch? Yeah. I don't have any sympathy for women when it comes to shit like that, because every study they've ever done to determine who's smarter, men or women, every study comes back and says women are smarter. Every fucking one. Ladies, you shouldn't be applauding that. You know I'm an asshole. You know this isn't going to end well. Did he say I'm pretty? Oh my God. Get out of the relationship. If every study says that you're smarter, okay, the question you should be asking yourself was, we're so goddamn smart, how are we in the situation we're in? Well, you're in the situation you're in not because of guys like me, as much as you want to blame me. You know, ladies, you can't tell me you never drove by a sports bar on a football Sunday and looked at the humanity in there? All those dumb guys with their big beer bellies bumping shit. Hey, it's on my fantasy team! Up top, man! You want to get some more mozzarella sticks? Man? As a woman with your bigger brain, you never looked in there and thought to yourself, I'm fucking losing to that? I'm losing to that. Yeah, there's nothing stopping you other than the fact that you guys are just into destroying each other. No, now it's going to get quiet. I see all that sneaky shit you do. Ladies, if you could just support the WNBA the way you support a fat chick that's proud of her body and is no longer a threat to you, you know, that league would be doing better numbers than the NBA. Oh my God, that's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. Oh my God, you're a goddess. You're gorgeous. You look great in that bikini. I would kill myself if I looked like that. Keep eating, keep eating. Lose a toe, you fat bitch. It's just, you saw an alcoholic where you'd be like, oh my God, look at you. You're face down, passed out. Your kids are crying. You're a hero. You're a god. Keep doing what you're doing. You'd be like, dude, you need to get your fucking shit together. Get off the sauce.
I like fucked up shit, man. I like when crazy stuff happens. I like stuff like in sports. I love watching sports. Like, I love all the stuff like people cheating, like with steroids, you know? I am so pro steroids, it's ridiculous. I could give a shit. I could really give a shit, you know? I don't know what Barry Bonds is doing, but whatever he's doing, I hope he keeps doing it. I hope he just comes out as like one big chest muscle with like a bat sticking out. It just keeps cranking him over the fence, you know? Who gives a fuck? Dude, people have been cheating
since the beginning. Since I was watching baseball in the 70s, half of them were on coke. You don't think that helped you see the ball a little better? Be like wired out of your mind, like, dude, I can see every stick. The curveball, I'm gonna fucking fight it. 12th inning, you're all fucking amped up. This is the shit, man. No, I love all that stuff. I like when, people fall out of the upper deck, when athletes punch people in the stands. I mean, that's just like what's entertainment for me now, I like that Jimmy the Greek moment that happens in sports, Like once every 4 or 5 years, that? Like some 50, 55-year-old white dude tries to explain why black people are kicking the shit out of white people in practically every major sport, And it always goes down the same way, right? There's always like 3 white dudes, and the one white dude in the middle, he's always like the guy with like the theory. He's always like, it seems these African-American athletes, they seem to have this quick twitch muscle fiber. There's a slow twitch, and there's this quick twitch. And the second the dude says that, like the other 2 white dudes start like sliding out of frame, like, okay, this guy's getting fired, and I'm not going to be part of this highlight. Nice knowing you, Ned. Keep that seat warm, right? And the dude in the middle, he's just like hell-bent on getting fired. He starts like bringing up slavery. And evidently they were breeding the strongest man with the strongest woman and that quick twitch. And literally 20 minutes later, that dude's on TV. He's like fired, right? He's crying. His family's standing there. He's got like a box of shit from his desk with like an Emmy sticking out. He's like, oh, my God, sad. I was just talking about the quick twitch and the slow twitch. And I wasn't just trying to make a point. No, I love that. I love seeing people mess up their careers like that. It's just funny to me. Plus, I gotta admit, as a white dude, on some level, I have to believe in that theory, because it's like, are white dudes that bad at basketball? I can't even watch the NBA anymore, man. It's like every highlight, the white dude's like that, the black dude has like his nuts in his face, fucking blast! I'm just sitting at home like, for the love of God, tackle the guy. Jesus Christ, get out of the way. Do you ever get tired of those 2 nuts flying over your head? You know you're gonna be on SportsCenter, just get out of the way. Dude, I'm telling you, there's got to be something to that theory. I saw this show one time on runaway slaves. It was one of the most amazing programs I've ever seen in my life. Dude, when you ran away as a slave, you just didn't run to the end of the driveway and be like, fuck that job, just start walking down the street. Dude, you had to like run through whole states. There's dogs chasing you, you're hurdling shit, you're swimming. Those were the first fucking triathletes. And there was nobody helping him out. There was no dude on the side of the road like, come on, man, 2 more states, you're in Ohio. Suck it out, you're looking good, looking good. Yeah, dude, you were on your own. Is it any wonder? 250, 300 years of that shit, and then I'm gonna D you up in gym class? It ain't happening. I come from hundreds of years of alcoholics. I got like half a liver, you know what I mean? It's just... You know what's funny to me about that stuff? You can't even like, I always say, that theory's crazy, but it's just like, you can't even bring up how well black people are doing in sports. Everybody gets all weird about it, which I don't understand, because it's like a compliment, Like, feel how weird it is right now. I just brought that shit up. I'm saying something good, right? It's like I saw a coach get in trouble for that shit. Like, his team was like 0-6 or something. They just couldn't win, and every week the press was just getting on him more and more and more, right? And the dude, he was just like flustered, and he had like a moment of honesty. They were like, why can't you guys win a game? He's like, oh, the offense isn't getting it done, defense, like too slow, and it just run out. Tell me, we gotta get some more black guys in this team, because I'm telling you, it's not... And immediately, everybody's like, what? Everyone started freaking out, like they had no idea what this dude was talking about. It's like, are you watching SportsCenter? Or do you see the Olympics? Like, I love the 100-meter dash, right? There's always like 9 black dudes and that one token white guy in like lane 8. I'm just sitting there going, come on, man, one time. Just one time, just win the bronze, just do what you gotta do. And the white dude always stays with him till like the first turn, then he like fucking blows out his hammy. Those other 8 black dudes are like, where's that white dude the next Olympics? He's like up in the broadcast booth, his career's over. He's like a commentator. Yeah, it's gonna be a great race. Still can't feel my fucking toes, but I'm telling you. No, I don't get it. It's like a compliment. We're saying you're fast. That's a good thing, right? People start all freaking out. Oh, you're acting like that's all we can do. You're saying we can't be scientists. No, we're not. All we're saying is if there was a race through the microscopes, you fuckers would win. We're just saying that you're fast. You get there first. Your lab coat would be flapping in the wind. I'd get there like 3 minutes later, all cramped up. Are you looking at bacteria? No, you go first. You just go first. Jesus Christ. It was a Volvo. The guy ran by a Volvo in street shoes. I've never seen that before in my life. No, I get into those arguments all the time. All the time. friends of mine will be like, well, how come anytime a black athlete does something, they say it's an athletic move. Anytime a white athlete does it, they say it's an intelligent move. And it's like, well, fair enough, man. It just depends on what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, if you read a defense, white or black, that's an intelligent move, right? But if you take off from the foul line, jump over 9 other dudes, and throw the shit down, those other 9 guys aren't standing there like, fuck, why didn't I think of that shit? Here I am dribbling around, guys. I said, that's some superhero shit. You have like a cape flapping in the wind with a big S on your chest. I'm telling you, man, that's the funny thing about Hitler. Just let me finish. Let me work my way through this idea. No, that's my favorite sports clip is that Jesse Owens shit. I just love it because their whole angle was fucked up. He made Hitler leave in like the 3rd quarter, right? He's putting down his number 1 finger, just fucking walking out of the stadium. Jesus Christ. Their whole thing was like, we are going to create a superior race. It's like, dude, I think we accidentally already did that. You know, we send a select group of people to the gym every day for a couple hundred years. It's pay evidence. They're fucking dunking on us every day. Dude, how quiet was that limo ride home with Hitler? You know what I'm saying? You know he was talking crazy shit when they were on the way there. They were all amped up. They're going to dominate Sieg Heil. What's going on? That whole ride home, they're just sitting there all quiet. You're sitting next to an even angrier than usual Adolf Hitler, trying to make some sort of small talk, like, hey, it is one nice day, isn't it? You know, it's nice food.
Actually, I got a couple of friends of African persuasion, and I got to get rid of them, man. I got to admit to you. I'm finding I'm spending too much money on clothes hanging out with them, because I got to, like, fucking try to keep up with their wardrobe. It's like every time they go out, they got all brand new shit on. All brand new shit. So when I show up with my white version of brand new, which is, you know, I ironed the shit, right? I ironed it, right? It's new. They just start trashing me. I can't keep up with them, man. They got like fucking 58 pairs of sneakers. Ever notice that shit? Like every color fucking Timberland? And I don't give a shit what fucked up color their shirt is. They got a pair of shoes to match it and a hat. It's like a rule or something. They're the worst. Even when you wear some new shit, there's like some sort of rule that you gotta like space out the amount of time within which like that you wear it. Because God forbid you wear the same shirt within a 10-day period, one of them's gonna notice. All of a sudden just look at you funny like, this motherfucker's got the same shit he had on last Tuesday. And then the whole car's like, oh shit! Then everybody just starts making fun of your fucking clothes. First they do the math, like, what was that, 5 days ago? 5 days? This motherfucker got 5 shirts! He got 5 shirts! And they start breaking it down. Yo, his first shirt be saying Monday, next shirt be saying Tuesday. Yo, on the weekend, he ain't been wearing no shirt. I'll tell you, it's actually funny. You know what? That's actually how I judge black guys now. When I first came to the city, like, all black people scared me. No, I was like the typical white dude from, like, the suburbs, you know what I mean? Had no frame of reference, you know? So my only frame of reference with black people was, like, remember those early 90s gangster rap videos? Throw the fucking LA riots in there, man. It was fucking horrible PR. I'm watching the videos. Look, he's got a nice car, he's got all the women, and he's still fucking mad. These black dudes are never happy. But after 10 years of living in the city, this is how I narrow it down. Whether a black dude scares me or not. Black dudes with dirty sneakers scare the fucking shit out of me. No. I figured out in my head, because I know from hanging out with them, that's the last shit that they're going to let go. The immediate shit that they have on. So I think, you know, if his sneakers are fucked up, that means his life is fucked up. Every time he leaves his building, the whole neighborhood, oh, shit! Everyone starts making fun of him. He's on the train in a bad mood. I kind of have this howdy-doody, kind of mug-me kind of face. I'm not saying something's going to happen. I'm just saying. I'm paying attention. So I've been seeing this girl recently. This black girl, right? She lives up in Harlem, you know. Gone out like 3-4 times, you know. First time we hung out in like the Village area in New York, you know, which is sort of like a racially mixed area. So shit was cool, you know what I mean? Second time we hung out was more like Midtown, you know.
Then the third time, she called me at like 3:30 in the morning, and she wanted me to come up to her apartment, right? So it's 3:30 in the morning, she lives in Harlem, I look how I look, so it's a fucking situation. Yeah, because you know the deal, right? Basically, a white dude feels comfortable up to about like 98th, 99th Street, you know what I'm saying? The second the streets start getting into like triple digits, like 100, 101st Street, start getting like a little asthma, I'm like, oh, fuck, it's starting to get a little high up here. You feel that little tightness in your chest? Can you feel that? 106th Street, you're like leaning on shit like, dude, where'd all the cabs go? How come there's no taxis up here? Dude, what's a bodega? I don't know what that is. Let's get the fuck out of here. So I'm praying to God she's going to tell me to take the subway, get off at like 105th Street, 103rd, you know, which is like the first stop in Harlem where I can still look over my shoulder and see like all the white people like disappearing over the horizon, you know? And she goes, no, man, you want to get on the Uptown 2-3 train, you want to get off at 125th Street. I'm like, ah, fuck, 125th Street. Jesus Christ, that's like right in the middle of everything. I'm going to be surrounded on all four sides. I can't fucking do this. So, at this point, I'm really trying to hide like the bitchy tone that's starting to creep into my voice, you know? And I'm trying to ask for really specific directions for when I get up there, because I want to know exactly where I'm going. So she starts naming the streets I have to go down, and every other street up there is named after like a black leader, you know? She's like, make a left on Adam Clayton, take a right on Frederick Douglass. I'm like, ah, fuck Adam Clayton. Yo, dude, go on the internet, look up Adam Clayton. Did he kill a bunch of white people during the slave revolt? Dude, I ain't going up there till I know what Adam Clayton did. Fuck this shit. So at this point, I'm really having a battle with myself. Because I'm thinking I can't do this, right? I'm like, I can't do this, but my dick's going, no, come on, man, we can do this, all right? Just relax. Pull yourself together and get on the goddamn train, right? So as always, I listen to my dick. Oh yeah, I get on the train. By the time I get up there, it's like 5 or 4 in the morning, right? I'm staying on like Malcolm X and like Danny Glover or some shit, right? I don't even know where the hell I'm at. But I see the street I want to go up. I want to go up St. Nick. I can literally see her apartment building, but there's like 5 or 6 black dudes standing right on the corner, right where I want to walk by. So I'm like, fuck! I felt like I was on like some reality show at that point, like some sort of like white guy survivor. It was ridiculous. So I'm thinking, I gotta walk right by these guys, right? You know what's funny? I think that they were actually more surprised to see me than I was scared, you know? And I was really, really scared, you know, but I'm also really, really white, you know? Like shockingly Caucasian. You know what I mean? Like if you're not ready for me, I can like surprise you. No, especially if you live up there. You've probably seen a white person for hours, possibly days. So when I show up, it's almost like magical. Like a leprechaun came out of nowhere, you know? Felt like I should have had like a little pot of gold, like a rainbow behind me. Top of the morning to you, like it. Kind of danced my way past them. But it's been going all right, you know? Once I get in her apartment, I'm fine, you know? I relax. Sit down, you know, watch a hip-hop countdown. Pretend like I know the groups, you know what I mean? It's just getting there that's a fucking pain in the ass. But, you know, I don't get mad at it, because I figure, you know, black dudes got to go through the same shit, though, right? When you go out to the suburbs, go fuck a white girl, right? Just that same awful feeling of just leaving your people behind, you know, just less and less of you as you're fucking driving out there. Probably start off lean and you're all fucking cool. 20 minutes in, you're driving like 10 and 2. The radio's off. Like, dude, I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit at all. There's too much grass. I don't see any rims. This is fucked up. None of the windows are tinted. I can clearly see white people in every car. This is fucked up. Listen, you guys were awesome. Thank you so much for coming out. God bless you. Thank you very much. All right, man. Take.
He's a good dog. He had a moment. Jesus Christ. Well, Jesus Christ, you shouldn't have put your goddamn face down there near the fucking dog man. Yeah. So that's all it was. It was like, it was weird. We were like the Brady Bunch meets Lord of the Flies. Like on paper. It was great. It was a station wagon full of fucking, you know, Norman Rockwell. We went to church. We got Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, that was about the fucking, yeah. So, I don't know. So anyway,
we all ended up, my dad was one of these people, like, he said whatever the fuck was on his mind. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, like that haircut women get when they get to a certain age? They got a couple of kids, they just get it cut a little shorter because they don't want to deal with it. They put that little Hillary Clinton flip in it or something, right? They get it all shaved up the fucking back. First time you bend them over, you feel like you're fucking your friend Eric, right? You know, but you love your wife, so you lie and you tell him, oh, looks good. Looks great. I always wanted to fuck Geraldine Ferraro. Oh my God, it's amazing. My dad didn't care. I remember we picked my mother up. She got in the car. He just goes, oh, Christ, it looks like shit. Jesus Christ, what the fuck did they do to you? Oh, for Christ's sake, you look like a fucking man. My mom's just sitting there like, hey. And we're in the back seat like, hey, this is what a functional relationship looks like. Woo! Yeah. So, because of all that, we all ended up getting like physical ailments from being in the fight or flight mode our whole lives. Everything. Gym teachers were scary, collecting on your paper. Everybody was scary, fucking everything. Dude, I remember one time my dad told a priest he didn't deserve to wear the collar. I don't know how it happened. They were discussing the altar boy schedule. And I don't know, he wanted to put me on a different mask, and my dad started getting his leg on. I'll tell you, I'm wearing a fucking collar. The guy's jaw was on the ground. And then the best part, next week we go to mass. They haven't spoken in a week, and my dad just comes walking like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Like nothing happened. Yeah, so anyway, we all end up getting these physical ailments. Like one of my siblings has stomach problems. Another one has just this pain that won't go away in his back. I remember I had like alopecia in like the third grade. Third grade, I literally had like clumps of hair falling out like I was working on Wall Street, you know? Then I was just sitting there like, did I pick up all the toys? Did I do the dishes? He's gonna find something. He always finds something. Fuck. What do I do? I gotta kill him. I should kill him. That's what I should do. When he's sleeping at night, I'll take an extension cord, I'll wrap it around, put my fucking foot on his back. Billy seems to lack the focus in class that he needs. He's not working up to his ability, right? Yeah, so anyway, so I took these fucking mushrooms, right? And I realized that I have been carrying that shit around and being like, all right, well, that's why I drank the way I did. That's why I've trashed women the way I did. All the fucking shit, I knew every fucking thing I did, good and bad, in that moment. It's like, all right, so now I got to get sober, and I got to fucking work my way through this shit. Because, you know, my wife's, you know, I don't know if you guys noticed, I have a bit of a temper. No, not you, Bill, yeah. So here's the thing, but I didn't think, you know, I'm so fucked up and grew up such a fucked up time that I didn't even think I had a temper. Because I was like, well, I don't fucking yell at people in my house. Like, I don't like curse my wife out. I mean, we get into it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I get into it with her, but I don't like go like, oh, Jesus Christ, you fucking bitch. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't yell at my kids. But what I do is I still do is I flip out. So, like I said, I didn't think that this was a problem. My wife told me it was a problem, but I don't listen to her. You know? Why would I listen to her? All she does is criticize. You know? I got nothing but bad reviews on the fucking husband Yelp. It's just all, you know, didn't enjoy the experience. Thumbs down, half a star, never get a fucking attaboy, right? So it just becomes white noise after a while. Like, oh, what, am I doing something wrong again? Oh, yeah, you again. Okay, great. Great. What did I do? What did I do this time, huh? What do I have to work on? Go ahead, fucking let me know, right? So I don't listen to my lovely wife like an idiot, like the idiot that I am. So one day I learned a harsh lesson, okay? It was a breakfast time, right? For some reason, I had like 20 minutes to myself, which is really rare when you got two kids, 4 and under, right? So I'm thinking like, holy shit, I can actually make myself a breakfast. Like the old days. I'll make myself 2 eggs over easy. I'll make some toast. I'll make some bacon. Fucking burn it up the way I like it. It's gonna be the shit, right? So I'm having a great time, make myself a little Grand Slam breakfast. I sit down to eat. I got the OJ. I got the glass of water. It looks like a picture from a commercial. And right as I sit down to eat, my phone lights up, and I get a text message from my buddy. He goes, hey man, I thought you were coming on this Zoom meeting. It started 5 minutes ago. We need you on this. And I just absolutely lost it. I was like, Jesus Christ. Of course I have a meeting. Of course I have my meeting. Because why couldn't I just have one goddamn cocksucking motherfucking motor to myself? Fucking toast flying all over the place. Flipping the fuck out. And then all of a sudden, my daughter, who was like 2.5 at the time, comes running into the kitchen.
with big tears in her eyes, just going like, I'm sorry, Dada, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, shit. So I literally just squatted down. I was like, no, buddy, no, come here. I wasn't yelling at you. Daddy wasn't yelling at you. I would never yell at you. I love you, buddy. Daddy was yelling at the phone, okay? Dad yells at the phone when it says stuff that he doesn't like, okay? Your dad has issues, okay? I'm sorry, buddy. I would never yell at you. And I could literally feel her tears like drying in my shirt. I was like, buddy, come on. I would never do that, okay? I love you. You still love me? She's like, yeah. And I go, okay, all right, buddy. And then I did that thing. You know, you do that thing with a kid where you turn him around and then you like push him in the direction you want him to go in. And I just had to sit there like I just did that to a 2.5-year-old. And she was like walking away and I'm just sitting there like thinking like, how bad was that? Is she just gonna go play with the toy and forget about it? Or is she no longer gonna be an astronaut? Like what did I just do? I thought I was better than my dad. I'm making the same mistakes that he's making. I fucking hate myself. I didn't do the meeting. I didn't eat the breakfast. I just went upstairs. Just wanted to be alone, right? Just want to be fucking alone, you know? But I got a wife, so it doesn't work that way, you know? Especially when you fuck up as bad as I did and as loudly as I did. I knew she was coming down the hall. I knew I was going to have to watch some game film. She was bringing the projector. The screen was going to come down. And I'm literally just laying in there like, please, God, just let her give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes to fucking calm down. No, she just comes right in, and she's just like, so, you want to discuss that little incident that happened downstairs in the kitchen? And I'm like, no, honey, can you just give me a second? My heart is still on the floor down there. Just give me a second. I know I fucked up. You know, she doesn't give a shit at that point. And she's right. It's her kid, too. So she just wants it. I'll tell you right now. If you do this, fuck it up. All this shit. And, I mean, she was right. She was 100% right, but I wasn't ready to hear the information. So she just sort of zoned out. And that's my kid, too, and you're going to fucking hear it.
Y'all having a good time? All right, cool. You didn't give me the real white guy one. You having a good time? Yeah! Give it to me, man. All right. We're going to keep this thing rolling right here, y'all. Now, you may have seen this cat on Dave Chappelle's show. HBO's One Night Stand Premium Blend. He's one of the funniest Caucasians I know. Y'all show some love for Mr. Bill Burr. Let him hear it, y'all.
All right, man, what's up? How you doing? Was this too quick a transition? You know what I mean? Like 9, 10 black dudes in a row and then like the whitest man on the planet. Let your eyes adjust. I was watching George Bush today, man. I don't want to be a dick or anything, but could that guy like rehearse before he gives a speech? You know what I mean? Just say it like a couple of times. How awful was he during that hurricane? He's just walking out, man. He's just like winging it. Walking out on the White House lawn, there's like sun in his eyes. He's just out there like, there was a hurricane. People are wet. People don't like being wet unless they're swimming in a pool. He sounded like a little kid giving a book report who like didn't read the book. He's just up there making up shit like, there was a dog and he bit somebody and they didn't like it. Every night I gotta watch that idiot on the news, or they're doing stories about how fat kids are getting. You see that every night? Every night they're talking about kids are obese now. Not fat kids, not chubby, they're obese. Like bedridden. Like just laying there like, I had my first heart attack when I was 4. I was riding on my big wheel, I couldn't feel my left side, I began to pass out my head. Yo, I don't want to be a dick, but how do you get that fat that quick? I can see you're 30, 40 years old. You went to McDonald's for 20 years. You got a little gut going. But you're 5 years old. There's no excuse for that shit. I'm telling you, man, that's the parents' fault. You know, stop feeding him. He doesn't have any money. You know, seriously. You can't go get a job so he can go buy more food. He's got to eat whatever you give him. Just put a plate of seaweed right in front of him. Go ahead, eat it. I don't want to eat it. Good, go to bed. Those are your options. I own you until you're 18. Do some jumping jacks. No, but these parents are ridiculous. They act like they have no control. They're like, well, I don't know what to do. I mean, I tried to make him eat a salad, but he didn't want to eat it. He was like, no, I want a cupcake. I said, you can't have it. But then he sat on my chest, and I couldn't breathe, and I just wanted to get up after a while. People, you need tough love at that moment. If your kid is obese and he's still asking for cake, you got to be like, no, you little shit. You're eating carrots and celery until I can pick you up again. This is ridiculous. You got a goddamn hernia on your birthday. Look, I know that seems harsh to be making fun of obese kids. I'll tell you why I'm doing it. They don't really exist. At least to the level that they're saying. They're saying it's an epidemic. You know, which means when I leave the theater tonight, I should have, like, difficulty getting to my car because of all these fat fucking kids out there like, Jesus Christ, they're everywhere. They're like locusts. See if you can crawl over the top of them. There's like 15 of them. It's nice to be back here down in the South, man. I had a real weird experience last time I came down here. I was in Nashville, right? Sort of an awkward social situation, right? I'm sitting at this bar. There's this white dude sitting like 2 stools away. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. And that Terrell Owens story was in like sports news. So I try to make conversation. I'm like, man, look at this guy. This guy just signed a $40 million contract. He's already bitching, man. How much money do you need to make? And the dude looks at me. He's like, you know what I say? And then he looked over his shoulder, which I now know is the telltale sign that the N-word is coming, and it's coming hard. Oh, yeah, it's not going to be pronounced with the A. It's going to be with the R. And he hit the R. He, like, stuck the landing. There was, like, a dismount. Klan members high-fiving in the background, like doing the wave. Just out of nowhere. So now, immediately, I'm looking over my shoulder like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm waiting for, like, this hail of black fists to come raining down on top of me. I hate when people do stuff like that. That dude made me part of, like, a potential ass-kicking that I had nothing to do with. You don't do shit like that. He just had that word, hot potato, just threw it in my lap. Like, trying to pass it down to the next white dude. I hate when people do that, man. You know, it's like, dude, feel me out first. Ask some questions. Do you like to fish? Have you ever fucked your sister, right? I start rattling off answers, then you go old school. You give me a pamphlet, you tell me about your militia. Don't just dive into it. That dude was one of the angriest people I ever met. I should have known that word was coming, because he was just watching Terrell, right? Anytime I would bring up, look at man, that guy's talking trash, he would just like flip out. He won't shut up! You know those people get like so mad they're not even looking at you? Their eyes are up, you just shut up and play the game! You know what's funny? I don't even like Terrell, but now I love the guy. Because every time I see him talking trash, I know this idiot in Nashville is just losing his mind, like kicking over his kitchen TV. Shut the fuck up! I like violence, man. I am. Not like when it happens to me or if I see it live. I like watching it on TV, you know? Watching people, you know, get attacked by animals. Just get blasted in the face or something, you know? Like, I'm a huge sports fan. You know my favorite, like, moment of, like, the last year was in sports? That Detroit Piston, Indiana Pacer bench clearing brawl. Wasn't that great? That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I was so confused when I watched ESPN that day. They were like, that was absolutely disgraceful. Basketball fans, yeah, they just must be. I'm sitting there looking like, I'm a basketball fan. I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed watching out-of-shape civilians get the shit kicked out of them by professional athletes. It was fascinating. And I think as sports fans, we kind of had it coming, right? Because how many times you gone to a game, right? You got a little too drunk. You started screaming at some dude on the field who could clearly kick the shit out of you, right? If you saw him in the parking lot, you'd be like, hey, can you sign my stamp collection? I think you're awesome. You get in the game, you're all drunk. You're like, you suck, buddy. You're a piece of shit. And they're always calling calling them up. Come on up here. No, come on up here. Well, they came up there. They did, and they kicked the shit out of everybody. It was great. It was like a cartoon. You're like beating up whole rows of people at once, like. I loved every second. I love how Ron Artest punched the wrong guy. Wasn't that great? He taught that dude a valuable lesson in life. When shit goes down, you don't just stand there like you're watching a movie like, wow, it's coming right at me. Must be in 3D or something. That was a 5'6", 110-pound white dude, had an angry 6'10" black dude running right at him. That had to have been in his top 3 nightmares all time. Right behind getting his dick cut off and being lit on fire. And he just stood there. He's like trying to explain himself. Well, I still have the liquid in my cup, so there's no way I could have. He's an idiot. Listen, I'm out of time. You guys were awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. All right, y'all, I gotta bring my next dude out here. This is my homeboy from the STL. He's been rocking it for a long time all around the city. He did it.
You know, like when feminists go like, oh, and they have like their missiles, these dick-shaped things and blah, blah, blah. And I'm always thinking like, well, there is physics and aerodynamics and all that involved. Like if you have it shaped like a twat, I don't think it's going to make it to another country unless you frisbee it, right? And even then that gap's going to fucking be a lot of drag.
While people are talking about eating fake pussies.
That was before.
I don't want to be responsible for that shit. I didn't. But if the kid was in the fucking building.
Before. Will you shut up? Jesus fucking Christ.
Is that a Rolex?
Yes, it is. I finally bought one. 25 years in this business.
Is it white gold or stainless?
I don't know what it is.
Is it heavy?
No.
Then it's stainless.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, thank you. Thank you for taking my watch down a notch. I finally felt successful. You see this? You wouldn't say that if I had brown or black hair. I guarantee you. Blonde hair, you'd be over here giving me your watch.
Dude, the Me Too movement has killed the blowjob. My wife will not suck my dick on her knees ever again. It never will happen.
Because your stomach is pushing down her fucking neck.
Her face is tilted back like this on her forehead. Just,
Yeah, it's like going down in an 8-foot pool down to the bottom and not clearing your ears. I feel bad for your wife.
You know what I mean? Because the older guys, Robert Kelly's and all, they all call you Billy. Colin calls you Billy, but I fucking Bill.
I'm
you know
just
what I mean?
immediately noticing. I don't know about the chain if it's thick enough to be that level of confidence.
Yeah,
it's more of a necklace.
When the chain's out.
Yeah, he has on a fat chick ankle bracelet around his fucking neck.
The greatest thing about stand-up comedy is it's one of the, like, if you go to prison, it's hard to get a job, but like you can walk out of prison and do an open mic within the first week and people will put you on. They won't give a shit. Dude, they'd be like, dude, you should wear your fucking orange jumpsuit. You killed somebody? Dude, you should talk about that. That'd be funny. Like, they wouldn't give a fuck. I thought you were laughing. You were fucking yawning over here.
No, the mushrooms are fucking killing me, man.
I knew it wasn't just weed. I was just like, there's no way I'm taking a hit off of that. There's something going on here.
The mushrooms, baby. The shrooms. I'm shrooming.
You know how fucked up this is? He's shrooming, and he's wearing pants like he went riding a horse today. Like side saddle or some shit.
I'm just going to tell you how I discovered you.
I do owe my whole career to you. I was struggling until Bobby Lee discovered me.
Oh, no, not discover you in terms of like you did it on your own, obviously, but no, in terms of my awareness of you.
Oh.
Can I tell you that story?
Oh, no, I remember it was a big day in my career. Bobby Lee is finally aware of me. Am I on Bobby Lee's radar?
See, this is what he's going to...
This is when things start to happen.
I'm not going to allow this to happen. Reversal. I'm not going to allow this to happen.
Reversal.
Yeah. I'm just going to plug away. You know what I mean?
Listen, you can talk to him all you want. I can hear it.
Did you guys see the picture of Donald watching his wife vote?
A lot of trust in that relationship.
A part of me dies every time I go into a store and I see something. They go, can we get a phone number? Watching somebody give them the phone number. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I always give the same. Mine is all area codes. They go, what's your phone number? I'm like, 323-818-212-5.
We've never taken a break in the middle of a gas station.
I know, I had all this momentum going. Now I got to start all over again. Go ahead. Go to the card. See this? We won game 1. Here comes the second of the doubleheader.
If I could work with anybody dead or alive, I'd want to work with.
I don't want to work. I want to be home.
The white ones are dollars. These are $10. The green ones, these are 25. The red ones, and these are 100. The black one.
In a progressive move, the white chip is worth the least.
I fly a lot, and there's this whole new thing of generation of people that take their socks and their shoes off on the plane. You got to look at their smelly feet, and then they'll literally stand up and they will walk into a commercial airline bathroom. Yeah, use it and then walk and sit back down again.
That's not right.
Yeah, if I was a dictator, those people would be eliminated.
You really are the whitest person I've ever seen around.
Yes. Served me well. I've never worked for anything. Yeah, I was born on a yacht. It's just all been downhill.
I don't even mean it in. I don't mean it in a genetic way. I mean like
I do. I'm talking full-on white privilege. I was stunned when I first heard about white privilege. I had no idea what it was. It's like, hey, everybody doesn't get to do this.
It seems as if the sun
Pulling
has
up
never
to job
touched you.
interviews right as I get out of the car. You're hired. Go home. We'll see you tomorrow.
This dude is knocking it out of the park. He's one of my favorites. Here is Bill Burr. Look at you.
How are you?
Oh, it's
I
good.
love that you did the audience applause for everybody. Yeah, there he is. Come on. Keep it going for him.
It was really, you relate to adults differently, people that you knew forever. And I always hated when somebody who didn't have a kid goes, you don't get it, man. You don't get it till you have. And I was like, fuck you, I get it. It's like having a dog, but it's more intense.
I love the racist white guy thing. A bunch of racist white guys. They came out of the forest, and they were just going, Trump, Trump, Trump. It's like, where were all these racist white guys the last 2 elections when they could have voted against a black guy? They were fine. Oh, I don't mind the black guy, but this white lady, we got to stop her. She's going to take her 4-wheelers.
Every time I see you, something great has happened to you.
Yeah.
In this case,
Yeah, the Red Sox won the World Series.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not rubbing it in. I'm not one of those guys.
I'm a Mets fan anyway, so you could rub it in if you like.
Nah, I don't do that. I don't go to the stadium, posing stadium, wear the other team's stuff.
You
and
had
then
no Red
turn
Sox.
around and look at the crowd and do that. Whenever I see that, I'm just like, that guy should get the kicked out of him. And like, in a perfect world, that happens. I used to wear stuff, the opposing team stuff, because I moved away from Boston, but I just got sick of it. And it's not even being in the stands. It's when you go to the bathroom. That's the worst. Yeah, some guy knows. Yeah, you go out to the bathroom, they wait till you're doing your thing, and then they push you in they take out their childhood on you, and you got this bullseye on your head, and it's just like, why am I doing what am I, Steven Seagal? I'm gonna fight all these guys with my out. You made that movie, right? I think you made a movie like that, so I'm just like, I am a very courteous fan.
So if somebody said I had blood in my stool, they don't actually see blood. They see it's black.
Right. So the higher up in your GI, the blacker it is.
What sort of background do you have?
I was a nurse.
Oh, okay. So, wow. Because you really came off like, I was like, no, this happens a lot on podcasts. All of a sudden I'm listening to a comedian like telling me how my liver works. I'm just like, wait a minute, who the fuck are you? Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So you're a nurse. All right.
Look around. Most people are weird looking. Look at me. I'm 100% white dude. I'm a weird looking dude. You know what I mean? The best dogs are mixed dogs. They're the chillest dogs. I'm telling you.
You're right. You're absolutely right on that.
Yeah. That's why all the over there in England, the royal family. That's why they're all so weird looking. They're all banging in the same pool. They're like a bunch of Dalmatians that can talk.
That's right. You're whatever incognito. You're an enigma.
What, because I make a pie? No, you know what it is? You're not a good listener. You've known me for 10 years. You have no idea who I am. It's all about comedy with you and moving up the ladder and pushing people down.
Now, are you getting out of an existing house and
No, I'm going from a one-bedroom apartment, and I figured I'd finally go out and buy a damn house and not have to deal with, some jerk living above me or below me.
All right.
Yeah. Do my own little thing. Get my little 12 gauge, get a bunch of cans of tuna. Get ready for the apocalypse. That's what I want to do.
You just ignore them. It's like 3 days. They flip out for 3 days. They try to bully you into an apology.
Well, you can't ignore them when they're right in the audience and you're playing to them.
You tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, believe me.
It's a comedy show. Trump's winning New Hampshire. Hillary's winning Virginia.
Really?
And there's a little kid here.
Yeah, somebody decided it was a good idea.
Somebody please take a photo of this Last Supper.
That's how you end it.
There we go, right there. It's all mine. There we go. Where's the camera? Right there. You see that? This is what the fuck I do.
Does your wife watch any of these games with you? Does she?
No, she has the female, complex, multitasking brain. That's why they can't be happy. They just always, they're like, what is that lizard that can look at two things at once? That's what they're like. So they got the shoes they want, and then they see some other woman walking in going, oh, look at this skinny bitch over here. Women are so overrated, right? We went from... We went from not listening to them to now it's ridiculous. Like that believe women. It's like all of them.
Oh, God.
You know what makes women happy? Nothing. Nothing makes them happy, and that is why they are slowly taking over the NFL, because it annoys them that we can just sit there with like a pizza and a drink, like, that's not holding, and just be like, and enjoy ourselves.
I saw a woman a couple months back, professional soccer player, right? She goes on to ESPN or one of these sports channels, going like, I don't understand, how come female athletes don't make as much as male professional athletes? Right? And all of these men had to sit there and act like they didn't know what the answer was. They had to sit there like dumbfounded, like, oh, I don't know. Why is that? That is a conundrum. I have no idea. Literally, I'm sitting at home screaming at the TV because you don't sell any fucking tickets.
They say being a mother is the hardest job out there.
Most difficult job, and Oprah said that.
Oprah said that, yeah. Has your opinion on that phrase changed at all since you've had a kid?
No. It's not the most difficult job on the planet. It just isn't. Dude, I did roofing in July. As a redhead, I almost died. There's people that work on like oil. What was that movie that guy made? The fucking, they drill oil. What is it?
There Will Be Blood?
There Will Be Blood. Out in the ocean, they would drill. I can never remember the names.
Deepwater.
Mark Wahlberg was
Deepwater Horizon, yeah.
Those guys were working on an oil rig. The fucking thing blows up. They're on fire. They got to jump into water that's on fire. Salty water into their wounds. You got to swim out of that oil and fire and then tread water, praying to God that the Coast Guard is going to get there before the sharks do. Now talk to me about a toddler. Oh, he was so fussy today. He wouldn't eat his peas. Yeah, and just the level of reward that is, as annoying as a kid is, like they smile at you and it's over. It's over. So, I mean, you don't get that, working on an oil rig when your buddy's greasy face lights up. You know what? It really is all worth it.
No, I have this. That's all my ink. I have this mic on, so.
Yeah, that's all right.
Be a gentleman and help me out with my question.
Hey, Conan, can you believe that marriage didn't work out? Yeah, I can't believe your relationships don't work out.
I'm just fucking with you. Feminism doesn't bug me. It doesn't bother me. I'm not afraid of it or anything like that. For the simple fact that I know it's going to fail, And I take comfort in that. I do. I'm not rooting for it because I know it doesn't like me. Yeah. Do you know why I think it's not going to survive? Why it's not going to be successful anyways? Because they still need men's help to make it happen. I don't understand it. I don't understand why women just can't work with each other and make this shit happen. They keep coming to us like, more men need to care about this issue. Where are the men to stand up and say something? Like, why do I have to fucking say something? This is your problem. Why are you always dragging us into this shit?
I love women and everything. I'm just finding I'm not like compatible with them. You know what I mean? You ever just feel that? Like women have like too much energy for me. You know what I mean? Like you can't have a day off when you have a girlfriend. You ever notice that? It's almost like they see that open day. They're like, oh my God, let's go fill it up with shit. No, then they just come at you with one horrible idea after another. Horrible ideas. Like, you want to make some sandwiches and go to the park? You want to go to the container store, get some containers for your t-shirts? This is the worst one. Ever get this one? You want to go to brunch? You want to go to brunch on Sunday? And inside you're like, fucking no! You can't say that, right? You gotta keep them happy. So what do? You agree. Like, yeah, let's go to brunch. What a great idea. Why would you want to sleep in on a Sunday when you can go pay $18 for eggs? Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. Then we can sit around and listen to your friends have moronic conversations about the eggs. Like, is that pesto? Is that pesto in your omelet? Oh, it's asparagus. It's asparagus. I thought it was pesto. Oh, you just want to flip the whole fucking table over?
Because every time we fight, as I'm driving home, I get a text from you that says, you know I love you, right? And I go, yeah, I love you too.
That isn't me.
I've never said, you know,
Are you fucking serious?
Well, my memory isn't good, but I don't remember doing that.
I'll show you.
What, you save
I
them?
can't believe you're... No, texts just exist. Yeah, I press save on my text. What kind of phone do you have?
No, I like delete them after a while. What are you saving it for?
You delete texts?
Yeah.
Oh, I never do because all our friends die and then it's all you have left.
How many have you had?
Die?
I'm up. I counted.
I have a huge list.
I'm 30. 30.
Yeah.
Get something funny out of that.
That's what you do. I'm not good at that. I'm not good in the moment.
All right. I do like you, and I always feel like you're frustrated with me.
I fucking love you.
Look at my posture right now. I'm as far over into this chair as I can possibly be. I just feel like
I
kind of came here to
love you.
hang out and have a good time, and you just like that intro was just like, yeah. It was
I
just
thought you'd like that.
I fucking hate this guy. He's a douchebag, but he came down here. I mean, that's how I heard it.
No means no, that's another one. No means no. It's like, no, it doesn't. All right? Look, no means no. No, that means no. All right, but no, stop it. What are you doing? Oh my God. You're being so bad. Stop it. No. Yeah, that's not a fucking no. That means I want to do it, but I'm afraid you're going to judge me, so I'm just going to make it look like it was your idea so you don't figure out that I've already performed this act with 40 other fucking people. Right? But then you go to court and you get a bad read and there's some guy reading it. Your Honor, she said no. Stop it. What are you doing? You're being so bad. Yeah, and you're just sitting there like, she didn't fucking say it like that. She didn't say it like that. So let's talk white women here, shall we? Let's talk white women. White women, amazing your accomplishments over the last few years. I got to tell you, the way white women somehow hijacked the woke movement, generals around the world should be analyzing this. Just to refresh your memory, the woke movement was supposed to be about people of color not getting opportunities, the at-bats that they deserved, finally making that happen. And it was about that for about 8 seconds. And then somehow, white women swung their Gucci-booted feet over the fence of oppression and stuck themselves at the front of the line. I don't know how they did it. I've never heard so much complaining in my life from white women. My life is so hard with my SUV and my heated seats. You have no idea what it's like to be me. Trash and white guys. The nerve. Where's the camera? The nerve of you white women. Listen, I don't want to speak ill of my bitches here, okay? I don't, but let's go back in history here, okay? You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries. of our crimes against humanity. You rolled around in the blood money. And occasionally, when you wanted to sneak off and hook up with a black dude, if you got caught, you said it wasn't consensual. Yeah, that's what you did. That's what you did. So why don't you shut up, sit down next to me, and take your talking to.